Yeah, get a drink real quick, guys. Right back. Alrighty. found it.
All right.
All right.
How's it going, fella?
It's going okay. I'm Gerald Carter, also known as Gramps. So, I've given the sheriff's department, like, tons of evidence against, the Greens in the past couple of days. And they just sent me something this morning, too.
All right, what's kind of loud here? Can we go to my office inside the building
Yeah, it's fine.
so I can hear you a little bit? Take it you had a safe ride coming down here?
Yep.
Good. I have your seat.
Yep.
All right, so we want to fill me in on everything that's going on?
Yeah, so about 2-3 weeks ago, whenever I moved to my new saloon in Nimpany, uh, the Greens gave me their armored wagon. Right? They gave me it. They didn't say they wanted it back or anything. Right? They no paperwork or nothing was made. It was just transferred under my name. Right? Okay, so
Right.
I was given the wagon, and just recently, over this past week, I've been threatened multiple times. I've actually been beaten up by them multiple times, which the law didn't catch them doing it, but the one time I have to retaliate against them, the law catches me retaliating. I've been threatened to be tortured, murdered, killed. I just got it. Suki, quiet. I just signed a telegram this morning from Jacob Green stating that this is the last time he's going to try to do it the nice way, and that I need to give him the wagon back or whatever. But it's my wagon now. You know, it's not theirs anymore. Correct?
Okay. So you're agreeing that they gave you the wagon, right?
They even said it in one of their many telegrams they sent to me.
Okay. Well then, I'm gonna need some information from you. Okay. Before we get
Okay.
started, though, what's your name you go by?
Gerald Carter.
All right, Mr. Carter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you over a piece of paper. Okay.
Okay.
And when I do, all you have to put on there is it's just my contract. Okay.
Okay.
And for this contract, for you just to retain me, it'll be, $250 retainment fee.
Okay, that's fine.
And then I'll send this over to you,
Um,
and you can just look at it, and then
okay.
reply in there that you agree that
Yeah.
I can sign your name to it,
Yeah.
okay? Or you
Sounds
can
good.
sign it to the back. All right, give me
Sounds
one
good.
second. All right. So yeah, we get all the paperwork out of the way. Like I said, if you just want to go ahead and pay the retainment of $250.
Yep.
Then we will
Okay.
discuss the case, everything.
Yeah. I have. Let's see. I have $43 on me right now, but if we go over to the bank as soon as we're done speaking,
Sure.
then I can get that for you.
Absolutely. Okay, so you have documentation of the threats from the Greens, right?
Yes, and I handed it to the marshal's office.
Okay, I'll need a copy of that.
Yeah.
And any corresponding telegrams that you can send me that would help your case,
Yeah.
if you can give them to me as
I
well.
have one more right here that you can have.
All right.
That they just sent me this morning, and it's another threat. Essentially, they said
Okay.
this is the last time they're gonna try doing it the nice way. So to me, that means they're threatening my life again. And I would like that to get sent over to the sheriff's office too,
Okay.
because the marshal's office said the next time they do this, the next time they send me a telegram like that, they're getting arrested.
Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely get to them. Also, I'd like to. Do you know as a whole of how many of they are?
There's like three of them.
Do you have their names? Do you know all their names?
Yes, I do.
Okay, if you could send me their names as well. Well, I think first key we'd like to do is kind of get a restraining order against them to where they can't contact you at all.
There is that telegram. Tell me what you think about that in your lawyer opinion. I'm just writing down the names for you now.
Okay, I do got that. That definitely implication that they're going to probably do some bodily harm. All
And
right,
you might want to get the thing from the sheriff, from the
I will.
medical office too, from when they beat me up.
Okay, they have a copy of that. Which office did you go to?
The Valentine one. It doesn't really matter though, considering
Okay.
all the medical offices are connected.
All right, all right. And do you say you had some copies of some telegrams where you said they
I don't
gave
have.
you the wagon?
I don't have. Well, the marshal's office has those. They have those as evidence at the moment, so you might have to subpoena
Okay.
subpoena
What I'm going to
those.
do is I'm going to subpoena all the evidence I can from the marshal's office to get all the information. Okay, and go over all those files.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also so essentially what happened with what so I had to go up to Emerald Ranch anyways. Um, I had a marshal escort because I had to help move my brother out of Emerald Ranch because he's moving his blacksmith over to Limpany. Okay, so
You might speak up a little bit, Mr. Carter. I can't hardly hear you.
I had the right to go up to Emerald Ranch because I had a marshal's permission. I had a marshal with me, so I could bring my wagon and assist my brother to move over to the Limpany blacksmith. Right.
Right.
So I had a marshal with me, and as soon as I got in next to the blacksmith, we started loading things up, yada yada yada. And Josephine Green and Jacob Green come up out of nowhere, pointing guns at me. The marshal gets out of the carriage and is like, "Come on, stop it." To which she starts threatening my life and threatening me. Okay, so I was, she could threaten me all she wants. As far as I was concerned at that point in time, my concern was moving my brother out of there, for his safety and mine. Um, so we were moving him out of there, and she gets real close to me, and she says, "I'm gonna kill your brother." So I take out my machete. Well, first I bowl her. I take out my machete and I hit her a bunch of times.
Okay.
So she can threaten me, but as soon as she starts threatening my family, no, not
Did
doing
they
that.
physically assault you?
They did. Well,
Okay.
actually, one of them hogtied my brother and was hogtied him inside his where his blacksmith shop was while he was trying to get his materials out.
Okay.
So, uh, um, yeah. So that's kind of how it's going right now, and that's what
Yeah.
happened last night. Do I regret it? Kinda, but at the same time, they've threatened me so many times. I was in a huge emotional distress, and the last straw was them saying they were going to kill my brother.
Oh man, I do hate to hear that. Family is important.
Yeah.
Um, can you tell me, recall? Can you tell me the time and how the conversation went when they gave you this wagon?
Um. It was so they're so I already know what they're gonna try to argue in the court. They're gonna try to argue the fact that that they gave me the wagon to help move stuff um, to Limpany. Uh, and they're going to bring up the fact that they supposedly gave me the eviction notice from the saloon at that point. So I have three witnesses that are ready to testify that I was already moving out of the Emerald Saloon to the Limpany Saloon before I even knew the eviction notice was a thing.
They gave you an eviction notice.
No, they didn't at that time. I didn't know about it until after I was fully moved out of Emerald Ranch.
Okay. Well, you're already moved, so the eviction notice really is kind of void at that point, I would think.
Yeah. So I had already moved. I had already moved. They had given me the wagon the day before. And it wasn't even a conversation. They were just like, I was like, hey, can I have a wagon? I need to move stuff. They're like, yes, we can give you a wagon. They transferred it under my name, and it's been my wagon since.
Okay. And do you have any paperwork on that transaction?
No, there was no paperwork done, so as far as I'm concerned, it's been mine from the get go.
Well, yeah, I get that, but we got to be honest, regardless, and they're going to argue because if your case is arguing that they gave you a wagon, then we can't argue that it was always your wagon. You understand? So
Okay,
what we
so
can do, is there any documents um, at the sheriff's have or the marshals have that stating that they gave you a wagon
yes, there
or
is one of the
okay,
telegrams. Jacob Green sent me. Said we gave you that wagon when we thought you were at your lowest. Um,
okay,
and it stated
yeah,
that he also contradicted himself by saying he wants it back now, but the
oh,
telegram
that,
did state that he gave me the wagon.
all right. Listen, that's all we need. Okay, so I will get this paperwork and I will get everything that I need from. I'll subpoena the paperwork from the marshal's office and get
Yeah.
everything I need, and then I'm going to go ahead and like I said,
Can I also counter sue them for emotional distress because
absolutely,
I wouldn't have stabbed her if she hadn't threatened me and my family.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, you can sue them.
You know.
I will file the paperwork for that. But like I said, the retainer for me, the retainer's 250.
Yeah, I can
Once I
get
get
that.
all the paperwork and I submit everything to the court, okay, um, and then once they approve it, now the fee will change. If we go to
I
court and you
figured
go
that.
to sue them, then it's going to be a little bit more money. All right.
Yeah, I figured that.
Um,
It shouldn't be any more than like $900, right?
no, no, it won't be. So what I'll do is this 50, this 250 is a retainer, and then
Okay.
once I submit all the paperwork, it'll be another 250, and then if you go to sue them and you put amount of money you want to sue them for, right? and you
Yeah.
actually win that, and you get that money
I
from
give
them,
you like
then
half, of course.
well, it'll be a percentage. It won't be half. I wouldn't take that much of you, but it'll be. I'll put a percentage on there of how much I would get out of your winnings. Okay.
Yeah, because I already know that they're gonna try it. They're trying to gather evidence and whatever. But already know that what I got is is almost a guaranteed win for this one.
Okay, absolutely. I mean, if that paperwork is what you say it is, that they gave a wagon to you at your lowest, that's what we're going to need to get this thing sealed
Yeah.
and done with. All right.
Um.
Would you want me to file a restraining order against those three individuals for you as well?
Yes, please. That would help a lot.
Okay.
And we can get that sorted. And I'm hoping that they don't try to send me another one, because I'm gonna start giving all of them to the sheriff's office, no matter what kind of telegram it
Well,
is.
at this point, I need a copy of everything they send you from this point on. Okay.
Yeah.
You
So
can give it to the sheriff's office, but I also need a copy.
yeah, if you can send a copy of what I just sent you to the sheriff's office,
I will.
and I can and you can subpoena the rest of the evidence I already gave them, then that would help immensely.
Okay. Absolutely. I'll do it. I'll All right, Mr. Carter. Well, I think at this point I'll need to do some work. Like I
Okay.
said, if you want to run over to the bank and get some money,
Yeah.
like I said, it's
Uh.
250 for a retainer.
Yeah.
It'll be 250 for me to file all the paperwork to the court, and I'll do that today.
Okay. So I'll give you 500 then
Yep,
today. Okay.
yep. And I will start working on this, and I'll see you when you get back.
All right. I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right.
Wrong way. There you go.
All right, Mr. Carter. Thank you, and I will be in touch with you. Okay.
Okay. Please do. I'm gonna probably head back to Valentine for a little while, but
Okay.
I'll let you know if anything happens, or
All right. You stay safe out there.
one thing I'd like to say is
Yep.
they did the sheriff's office didn't get my statement last night. They just essentially took the Green's word for it. So
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll deal with that too. Thank you.
okay, thank you muchly. Appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm headed off here now for a little while since